everybody, and welcome to your Week 7 recap show. He's James the Thrusting Moynihan. I'm Ross Berge. We have your six-pack of topics brought to you by Korbel Champagne.
We have a very special guest today, and for that alone, we got ourselves some Korbel. Oh, my God. Pour me a glass. Ross, Close But No Cigar kicks it off. Another week filled with games going down to the wire, including 5 of the 6 matchups that were won by 8 points or less. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of ridiculously close battles this week. I mean, we had an 8-point victory for Andy, a 5-point victory for me, a 4-point victory for Al, a 2-point victory for Jed, and of course the 1-point victory by JK on Monday night.
And that one looked like Lady Luck might be on Chuck's side yet again. Getting just 3 points from Miles Austin, JK was able to overcome the Chooch legacy to pick up his 6th victory and now takes over the top spot in the league.
Indeed. Next topic, going streaking. It's easy to notice JK's winning streak of 6 games. But do you know what teams have the second longest winning streak?
I don't, Ross. Tell me.
It's Jed, Andy, and Al are the only owners with winning streaks.
Wow. Well, I certainly did notice the 6 wins, as that is obviously on the front page of the league. When you go there, it's going to tell me his winning streak.
Yes.
For Al and Andy, I mean, congratulations for 2 wins. I couldn't care less. A winning streak to me has to go beyond 2 games, and I'm just not impressed at this point.
I hear you. All right.
You don't have any thoughts about that?
I do, actually. It's nice to see Al and Andy win 2 games in a row.
Sure.
But I think their luck runs out this week. We'll talk about that more later.
Next spot, the lure of Gore. The trade of the week, JK was able to lure Frank Gore away from Snooter Badooter as he acquired the 5th-ranked running back, along with Robert Meacham, by trading away Ryan Terrain, his common-name brother Ryan Matthews, and their uncle Mike Williams.
Yeah. I like this trade a lot for JK. Anytime you get a premier running back, it's huge.
Sure.
Ryan Terrain will lose a lot of carries once Portis comes back. And although Mike Williams has been solid, I think he's going to slip up here eventually. Also, Ryan Matthews, although he's the feature back in San Diego, Mike Tolbert's been sneaking a lot of those touchdowns.
Yeah, he certainly is a vulture, to say the very least. But I really do like the move for Snoots as well. I think Snoots sits at only 1 win, had to make a move, and the only real trade bait he had was the lure of Frank Gore, and he was able to get rid of that and pick up 2 starting quality running backs just for Gore. So I think he had to make a move, and he had to make it now, and he did it.
All right. Next topic, too close for comfort. Lots of close matchups this week, Jim, including JK versus Andy, and, of course, your matchup against Jake.
Yeah, my matchup against Jake, I think this is kind of a make or break for me and Jake in this season. I think ESPN projections has Jake taking it by about 7 points, which I think is a little ludicrous, to say the least. He's got Jamal Charles, Mendenhall, and Steven Jackson all projected to get more than 15 points, which just seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
The injury to D'Angelo Williams this week makes Jonathan Stewart look like a viable option.
It does. All right, even though I think Andy will lose this week to JK, he is the 4th highest point scorer. And with 2 straight 100-point games, I think Andy actually has an outside shot of taking down Vinny Young's club security.
He does, definitely. The next spot, Bay State Battle. 2 wonderful folks living in the wonderful state of Massachusetts will go to battle this week as Chuck's 2nd-place Team Colella takes on the 4th-place Flying Hawaiians in the Battle of Massachusetts Supremacy. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's been 2 really tough matchups for Chooch in a row. I think he loses his 2nd straight, but we've been saying Chooch would lose for a while.
Yeah, we have. And I actually, I think that Rag's going to pull it out, but I look at this matchup as an upset, even if Team Colella can pull it off. I think he might be able to, though. Rag has been bitten by the bye-week bug, so to speak, this week, and Team Colella looks really in a good position to take a victory.
Yep.
So that leads us up to our Week 7 marquee matchup. And this week, go ahead.
A very, very special guest.
Absolutely.
And we would like to welcome to the show the one, the only, Brandon Grimm.
How you doing, guys?
Doing well, Grimm. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for the Korbel.
Oh, of course.
Pleasure. I hope you enjoy it over there. So you're facing off against Bergelicious this week. What are your thoughts going into the week?
Well, right now, not that my squad is all that stellar to begin with, but I'm hoping for the best out of a couple players I don't know shit about. I think Donald Brown needs to stop being a pussy.
Yep.
And that'll be interesting going up against Mike Hart.
Yep.
And I also scooped Blair White
I saw that.
when I had a chance to take Patrick Creighton, but I don't know. I have a lot of confidence in Peyton, so we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting to point out that, I mean, you have Donald Brown and Blair White, and of course I picked out Mike Hart and Anthony Gonzalez, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah. I think combined you guys might score 3 points with those four guys. So that's good. That's definitely
I would welcome that.
what are your thoughts kind of on the season thus far? Any surprises? Anything shock you up to this point?
I think, like everyone else, Chuck's really shocking me with just how fortunate he has been, but at the same time, he has all his wins already, so even if he loses the next few, he's still sitting pretty. But myself, I'm a little disappointed. I lost last week to Jed, who had absolutely nobody playing, and I lost the week before by literally 2 yards, and that pissed me off as well, so I'm hoping to actually come out and get something this week.
Yeah.
Now, going into your week against Birdielicious over here, any predictions, a score maybe, anything like that?
I can't tell if Ross is just buttering me up and saying that it's all going to come down Monday night. I hate to say that it'll be over much before that, but I don't know. I kind of think I'm going to get crushed.
Good to hear that.
Well, your honesty is certainly appreciated. That's good.
Has anyone predicted a loss on the marquee matchup before?
You're first. You're also the first Skype's guest.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Well, Grim, we certainly appreciate you coming on the show, and I wish you nothing but the best. I'd like to see you take down Birdielicious this week.
Thank you, James.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, buddy.
See ya. We can,
yeah, we'll just wrap it up here. Good night, and God bless.
What I'm saying is we don't really need to wrap it up.
We don't need to wrap it up.
Oh, sweet.
Wrap it up.